Madam President, what is in there?
It's my old diary. I started writing it in the 6th grade. It's a day-by-day account of how I got here. I really had a lot to say.
Hello, world. Or should I say, Dear Diary. My name is Elena Ofelia Cañero Reed. I'm 12 years old, and I live with my brother and my mother.
There's a great deal of push concerning diaries and journaling that Hollywood continues to, show on the media and the various movies because they want the vast majority of people, to engage in journaling. On the surface, journaling, it's about oneself. The focus is on you, on the things that you've done, or so many may think. But, journaling and diaries have their roots in witchcraft. In witchcraft, when witches, they put down their spells and they write down their rituals, they may call it a grimoire, but, the devil, he's crafty. And he wants people to engage and to be, bound in the occult and to practice witchcraft. But he knew and understood that many people, secular society, they were not going to be quick to embrace a concept like grimoire or writing down your spells and your shadow work in a book. So he repackaged it in a thing called diary, writing about yourself, because it's like a stepping stone into the occult, a stepping stone into wickedness.
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to take you on a tour of my unfinished and very much work in progress grimoire, plus a look inside a few other magical journals I've kept. A grimoire is traditionally a book of spells, magical theory, and rituals, but you'll see that mine is a little bit more personal and stream of consciousness. It doesn't follow a specific old system or tradition. It's more of a reflection of how I practice my magic and process my hurdles in real life. And I want to share a little bit of that practice with you.
Regli.
I'll save that for later.
Shirag.
Gupta, and I'm single.
Patty.
Ow!
Manny.
I'm only free.
Holly.
Hi, Holly. Hi, Fregley. She thinks I'm Fregley.
It's gonna hurt. And Roderick.
Aren't you forgetting something?
What? I showered yesterday. Smell.
Okay.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Roderick rules.
I keep a daily journal of all my spiritual practices. I call it a magical journal. You could call it a spiritual journal if you did this sort of a thing. It's not the same as a diary. So it's not the same as a record of everything that I've done in a day and everything that, I've experienced, what I ate for dinner, whatever. It's not that sort of a thing. This journal is very specific because it serves as a tool for me. And I'm going to explain a little bit about the benefits of using a journal like this because I've been talking to a bunch of people who would really benefit from utilizing a magical or spiritual journal.
If you identify or call yourself a witch or even a warlock, engaging and practicing into the dark arts and practicing the occult practices, gotta understand that you make yourself the enemies of God. There was a time in the Bible that a witch was not even allowed to live. They were stoned in a spot for practicing wickedness because many witches, they're practicing spiritual practices, but they're doing it illegally. They're doing it by their own accord, by their own power, or to, they gain power over people to cast spells upon others and for self, exaltation, because it's all about them at the end of the day. But you have the opportunity to turn away from sin, to turn away from wickedness, that you be no longer the enemies of God.
I myself tend to use handwritten journals. It works much better for me. I have a better connection with myself and what's going on around me when I am physically writing things down. But if physically writing things down doesn't work for you, you can keep a digital journal, you can type it, you can keep a video journal if video is your thing, or you can even keep an audio journal, an audio record of your thoughts, feelings, ideas, practices, and things like that. There are a lot of reasons of why I think anyone that practices witchcraft or any sort of magical practice, or even pagans, should keep a journal. And these involve writing down spell ideas, keeping track of your current spells that are in progress, keeping a history of the spells that you have cast and how they worked or didn't work for you, keeping a record of your divination sessions, so your tarot readings or your rune readings or pendulum or whatever sort of divination that you practice. It's good to keep track of those.
Stand on the line if you've lost a friend to gang violence. Stay on the line if you've lost more than one friend. 3, 4 or more. From this moment on, the person you were, that person's turn is over. We're gonna write in these journals.
There's no place like this out there for us.
So for quite a while, I've been wanting to compile my journey together into a journal, and it's just been a lot of fun to create. So I am in no means close to finishing this journal. In fact, I'm barely scraping the surface, but I've been working on this for a while, and I felt like the end of the spring equinox was a good time to share with you guys what I've been working on. So I hope you find some inspiration today, just in case you wanted to start your own magical readathon journal.
Walt Disney Pictures presents Anne Hathaway and Academy Award winner Julie Andrews.
Do you think she can do it?
I have no doubt.
The Princess Diaries.